Hey, and welcome to HopCast.
Thanks for joining us again, everybody.
I'm Brad Chmielewski,
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
and today is a perfect day for some backyard drinking and IPAs.
That's right. We got a couple of big boys here. No pun intended. We have a double IPA from Gigantic out of Portland,
Yep.
and we have a local guy here from Spiteful. It is their bitter biker.
Right, so these are some big ones, and I think it's a good thing we're outside, so we can just lay in the grass. But they're both around 9. I think this guy's like 8.5 or 8.6, 9.5.
9.6.
So 8.5. So let's work our way up. Let's
All right.
go Gigantic first.
Start with the small Gigantic first.
Small guy.
And then go up to the Spiteful. Sounds good.
Pour them out. That poured out like really clear.
Yeah, and this is a fantastic looking beer. The color is really nice. The clarity is there.
It's a beautiful head, like
Yeah.
really fluffy. I guess expect from
Good
all
retention.
those hops in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Smelling a little bit subdued, I would say, for especially West Coast double IPA.
Yeah, it's not.
Smells very pleasant,
It's not
actually.
in your face. It's kind of pineapple-y, candied.
Mm-hmm. It smells great.
It's nice. Do we say?
I was expecting just like a punch in the face.
Yeah. Do we say what hops were? No. Probably mix.
Yeah. It just says citrus hop aromas, so it's got to be some Pacific Northwest hops. You would assume.
Well, let's give it a try.
Cheers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's nice. Not too bitter.
No.
Just a nice hop character. Again, 8.5% on this one.
Yeah, it's nice. It's light. I don't think our bottle is quite cold yet.
Mhm.
It's just like almost cellar temperature
Right.
at this point. So I don't know. It almost comes off more malty and candy.
Yeah, it's got a nice malt character to it for sure, and very tropical on the hop side of things. And for the 8.5, it's very drinkable.
Yeah. I was surprised to see these guys out here because they're not that huge in Portland.
They're not that gigantic.
They're not that giant. It's like naming your brewery #1 brewery, and you're like #2 or like.
Oops. Yeah, this is my first time having anything from Gigantic. So, I'm enjoying this beer. I tend to get a little bit scared nowadays from West Coast double IPAs, and I assume I'm gonna get my face ripped off. But this is a nice drinker.
Yeah, I think maybe they've come in a little more. People are like, all right, how many beers can we punch in the face with hops? And let's bring back the flavor and the sessionability of the 8% beer.
Oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble. But yeah, I'd be curious to see what other types of beers these guys are making.
Yeah, they had, I think, 3 at the store when I was there. One was like I think it was like a dark lager, and then another IPA.
Okay.
And they got some nice artwork, so kind of drawn to it, kind of nice style.
Yeah, I like this little mosaic thing on the side there that they've got.
Yeah, they could kind of have a half-acre look to them.
Mhm.
I could see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we finish this up and then jump into the Spiteful?
Sounds good. I'm pleased thus far.
And my naked lady needs some more beer to get rid of her clothes.
Mine too.
Well, that Gigantic was delicious.
Yeah, it was excellent. I'm very impressed.
All right. Well, I'm ready for the Spiteful, and
Mhm.
so's my lady here. Her clothes are back on.
And we can't have that.
No.
So let's pour this thing out and take those clothes off.
So we got darker and cloudier than the Gigantic.
Yep. Yeah, just a touch darker. Kind of like let's see.
It's not like murky. It's just, I mean, not that it's unfiltered, but it's
There's just a little bit of haze to it. That's all.
right, which would make sense because I think Spiteful. I don't know how big Gigantic is, but well, Spiteful's pretty small.
Poor Maeve. Yeah, they're a real small little brewery. They're over kind of in the half-acre area.
Okay.
Not in size, but in actual location.
Yeah.
If anyone out there's been to half acre, but small little operation. So I would doubt that they're filtering anything. I think they're just kind of crashing it down and getting it as clear as possible.
And the head's not as white fluffy. It's still fluffy, but a little darker.
Yeah, it is. It's fluffy, a little darker,
Thicker. For
got
sure.
some nice retention on there as well. We've had some pretty good looking beers today.
Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, good looking glass.
Good looking ladies.
Just look at it taste.
This one's pinier
Yeah.
than than the other one. Was a little bit citrusy.
Yeah. Similar malt, about the same level, like, I don't know, like breadiness in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, good malt character. This one also not too bitter, not overwhelmingly bitter. It's just nice hop flavor.
Yeah, it's definitely more outdoorsy
Mm-hmm.
than sweet, which
A little
is
bit rustic, kind of.
Yeah.
You know?
Which I think I kind of like the sweetness of that, which I was thought this maybe would be sweeter. We're getting higher alcohol, so we're gonna get both.
Yeah, I'll say this
Maybe.
one also quite drinkable for, especially being upwards to 10%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it could be up there because they're small. I'm sure inconsistencies of measuring that. Or,
Well, it depends on how hard the TTP is getting on them. I know, like, for certain breweries, they're scrutinized a little harder. I'm not sure if that's the same with the smaller guys, but you have to be legally within whatever it says on the label. You have to be within 0.3
Okay.
percentage points either way. So I would think that they're
Pretty
they're
close.
somewhere in the neighborhood.
when we always heard, this was years ago though, but it was cheaper if you had a under 10% beer, right? So
Like tax purposes,
purposes,
right?
they're not.
I don't know
But-
if those days are still around.
Yeah.
From my experience,
I would think people are getting
No.
closer and knowing a little better.
Yeah.
And, okay.
yeah. And I
Right.
think just like the scrutiny is a little bit more than it used to be.
And you don't want to screw people over. Like, this is a 15% beer. I'm going to say 9. Jerks.
Now I'm wasted.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
No, the hops in this one are Zythos, Columbus, and Falconer's Flight.
Cyclos. I don't think I've had Cyclos.
Zythos?
Cyclos? Yeah.
I don't
Is
know
that a
much
new-
about the hop, but it's fairly new.
Right.
From my understanding.
Yeah. Columbus is really the only kind of main state there.
Mm-hmm. Falconer's Flight has been around for a little while. I don't know if it's was ever really a really cool hip hop,
Okay.
hip hop,
Hip hop.
Um,
Hip hop hop.
but a lot of people use it. It just kind of goes under the radar.
Okay.
But nice hop.
Well, yeah, and then it takes years for hops to grow and get popular. So
Mm-hmm.
they may have been able to buy some that someone had. Like, we only have X number of pounds that a bigger brewery can't pick up, but a small place like Spiteful,
Right.
yeah, throw these in.
So yeah, I think we got a couple of enjoyable beers today. I'm super thrilled that we had a double IPA show, and neither one of them ripped our faces off. That was
It's surprising.
very pleasant to me. So hopefully that's maybe a trend going forward, at least for my palate,
Less hop punches.
and more just flavorful, smelly goodness. But yeah, so these were both low on kind of the bitterness scale, which is good.
So I think this is the first Spiteful and Gigantic we've done. So
Mhm.
if you see either one of them, definitely give them a try. And especially here in Chicago, you can kind of find Spiteful on the shelves.
Yep.
Every few places.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, cheers to Portland and of course Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
And cheers to you.